All right, so in a previous video, I told you what I did was I gave you 5 niche fragrances that were all under $100 as a way to kind of, if you're looking to expand out of the Middle Eastern inspired brands, inspired takes, and you may be wanting to skip over or just kind of in addition to designers, if you wanted to jump into niche, I gave you 5 fragrances that were all under $100. But I told you I'd come back and I'd give you some more that were not necessarily under that $100 price point, but other fragrances that you may want to put your nose on, you may want to think about as far as looking at and getting as part of your growing niche collection. All right, stick around, we'll talk about them. All right, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Kevin, and you are watching Smell Goods. I appreciate you coming through. I definitely appreciate you hanging out with me for a little while. I hope that you're having an amazing day, time, week. Hope life is going your way. Really, in all honesty, I do. Really quick, if this is your first time, let me know. Put it in the chat. Kind of let us know this is your first time. You know, I have it saying when I was pastoring the church I pastored, we said first time you're a visitor, after that your family. If this is your second or third video and you haven't subscribed, you family, you just one of them family members that don't like to come to the reunion. It's okay, I get it, but make sure you're hitting that subscribe button as well for us. All right. As far as the fragrances, as I mentioned, again, these are all niche fragrances. These are all going to definitely be above that $100 price point. And yeah, I think all of them definitely all are. Now, some of the bottles that I've gotten because of the size of the bottle and what have you, they might be very close to that 100, might dip below on a good sale, maybe Black Friday or something like that. But as far as if we're talking just a standard bottle, they're all going to be above that $100 price point. But I wanted to give them to you. And you know, I like to give you things that I want to give you kind of some context to them. So I'm going to give you 2 that are definitely more for the evening time. I'm going to give you 2 that can work definitely in the daytime. And then I'm going to give you one that depends on how you want to wear it. I could wear it both day and night. It's not necessarily an office friendly scent, but it is something that would not be out of place in my opinion in the daytime. All right. And so again, I'm just going to give them to you, not in order of 1 through 5, but just 5 fragrances that are niche that you might want to at least aspire to think about, check out if you can. Get discovery sets for any of these houses. I think all of them have discovery sets for you to check out. So I definitely recommend that before you go blind buying these things. All right. First one up is one that for me was one of the ones that I would say was one of my holy grail type of fragrances. And when I say holy grail fragrances, those are the fragrances that I have kind of a list of that I'm like, they have to make it in my collection. They have to be part of my collection. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's not a matter of, well, I just like it and yeah, it'd be great. No, these are ones that I'm actively looking for good deals. I'm looking for things that if I find a great deal on them, I'm going to pull the trigger. So this was one of those, and you can see it's now in my collection. I first came across it as part of a discovery set that I did a review on that I had to take down because of sound issues. So I'm going to redo that one at some point. In fact, let me know. This is from the house of Chris Collins. This is Danse Sauvage. So if you would like for me to do another review of the discovery set and maybe expand and do some more of the Chris Collins line, definitely let me know. It's a house that I'm interested in. It's a house that I've got 2 bottles from them so far. This one, as I mentioned, was one that I'm just like, this is it, right? This is Danse Sauvage. This opens with cognac, opens with plum and saffron, and then you move into some pepper. I know you move into some oud, you get some cedar, you get some patchouli, you get some vanilla in this. This, yeah, nice, spicy, warm, woody type of fragrance. This has been my date night fragrance, especially like when I did, not my only one, but for example, my wife and I, when we celebrated our 29th anniversary a little earlier this year, we went to the resort not too far from here, steakhouse dinner. This was the fragrance that I wore that night, just because it fit the atmosphere, it fit the environment. This is definitely a niche fragrance that you might want to put your nose on, check out, especially if you're looking for something that's got that grown man swag to it. Yeah, got that stuff to it. That's one of these. So again, Danse Sauvage by Chris Collins. All right. The next one is one that from a house that I've been hearing about, especially as it came into fragrance community, and I found a really good deal on it. Kind of like a steal, as it were. got it, and it replaced, for me, it's not a clone of anything, I want to make that clear, but it is in the space of something else that I had my nose on. So I had been looking at Mancera's red tobacco, which is a nice tobacco scent. Opens a little medicinal, but once it dries down beautifully. And so that's what I was looking at. And then when I put nose on this and actually ended up getting it, I was like, yeah, red tobacco is okay. If I get a bottle, I'm okay. But this kind of replaces the need for that, just because it does that kind of profile, but really does it in a very nice way. And I don't want to give the impression I'm saying that they're kind of equal as far as their scent profile, but it was like, if I had to choose between the two, we're going with Triumph of Bacchus. That's the one that we're talking about right now, which is Triumph of Bacchus. Put it there. This is the 30 ml. This will last me for a while, just because, one, it lasts as well. It does very well off of skin and off clothing, but also just because of everything that I have going on in my collection. This is a great evening fragrance, vanilla. It opens with, I want to say, rum with peach. I think there's some apple up top with this. So nice fruity tobacco that dries down really beautifully. That tobacco, that vanilla really just comes to play and really sets an atmosphere, sets a mood. So if you're looking, again, starting your or ramping up your niche portion of your collection, Triumph of Bacchus might need to work its way in there. Again, Triumph of Bacchus from Argos. All right. So those are the two that I would say would be nice evening fragrances for you to kind of rock out and wear. That will help you kind of, as you're exploring niche, that will give you kind of two different experiences. One is a little more, they're both really great. One is just a little more subdued, as it were, even though it's still a great scent. The Don Sauvage, compared to Triumph of Bacchus, is a little more subdued. So it's kind of, do you want to be hey, or do you want to be hey, right? So both of them are great things to check out. Now, as far as some daytime scents for you, some things that might work for you as far as niche fragrances that could work daytime, and really they could work day or evening, but they really, I think, find their place more in a daytime setting. First off, from the house of Day 3, this is their recent release. This is Desert Rain. Desert Rain. This opens up, I know, just kind of opens up nicely. The cap is very nice and tight on this one, but it opens up very nicely. You have this Rain Accord in it. So it's a nice woody, fresh, spicy type of fragrance that kind of ends up with leather on it. This is probably one of their best fragrances, period. This is definitely one of the best fragrances they've released this year. This and Trace Orals really are the two that just like this year were just phenomenal for them, as far as if I had to rank them, right? But this right here, the Desert Rain Accord, the Cactus Blossom, the Juniper, the Bergamot, all of those things that are in this really work very well. And if you're looking for a niche fragrance, Day 3 really hasn't missed. I'm sorry, they haven't missed. There's nothing in the Day 3 lineup that I would say is not good. Everything in there is a straight solid piece. Some more than others. And the great thing about Day 3, and this is where I recommend, again, I definitely recommend sampling, especially if you're going to jump up into niche. Sample. Day 3 has a program where you can go ahead and purchase their discovery set, and I'll try to remember to put the link just to them. I don't have a discount code or an affiliate code. This is just one fragrance enthusiast to another. You can go ahead and purchase the discovery set from Day 3. I think it's $50 now. It has all of their fragrances that they have up to this point right now. And then once you purchase that, you'll also get a coupon code sent to you, emailed to you, that will be for $50. I believe it's $50 off of a full bottle. So basically you're buying the discovery set to save money to figure out which one you want to actually purchase. So you're actually only going to be out the purchase of a bottle. So I think that's a great program and something that will help you to discover what of Day 3 you might like. But my recommendation and something you may want to check out is, of course, like I mentioned, Desert Rain. All right. Next one up is one that from the house of Xerjoff, is one that it does put you in the space of another well-known niche fragrance by the name of Silver Mountain Water. But this is its own thing. There's some similarities, but it's its own thing. But this is something that, again, I might recommend just if you're looking for something for daytime, you're looking for niche, you're looking for something that smells good. you're going to take a look, in my opinion, at Mephisto. This is from the Xerjoff Cosmomarati line, which I have one other thing from the Cosmomarati line, but this is the one that just has, it opens up nice with citrus. There's some lavender, there's some iris. I think there's some rose in this as well. Yeah, this, again, if you're looking for niche, looking to jump into something, this is probably very easy to jump into, very easy to grab hold of. This isn't a challenging scent, right? Sometimes with niche, sometimes they may be a little challenging until your nose gets acclimated to, or matures, I should say, to pick up some of the nuances and some of the beauty of complex scents. This one, I don't think you have to worry about that. This is a really easy reach, easy grab, niche fragrance that just smells great, quality fragrance that does what it needs to do. Again, from the house of Xerjoff Cosmomarati line, this is Mephisto. All right. And now the last one that I want to give you, the one that, yeah, could be one that might be a little more challenging, as it were, but it's a great scent. Let me just say that again. Yes, I'm acknowledging for some of you, it may be challenging. However, this is an amazing, great scent. Just a nice fruity oud, rose, sweet type of fragrance. I was able to get a tester, so I don't have the cap, the signature cap, but I've got, the main thing is I've got the juice. Listen, if I save some money and I don't have a cap, I'm good. I'm not one of those folks that needs to have the cap to have everything lined up perfectly. If I get the tester and the tester saves me $150, all right. So we're talking about from bond number 9. This is Nomad. As I mentioned, you have just nice fruity. This is pear, blackcurrant, and quince up top. And then you've got oud, you've got rose, you've got orris, and then it bottoms out, or it has at the base of it has amber, sandalwood, and vanilla. This is one that I think really could be worn day or night. Yeah, it probably feels a little more at home at night, but I'm sorry, I would rock this, and I have rocked this in the day, just out with wifey and everything. This is a great smelling scent, and something that if you're looking to jump into niche, you may check out. All right. So I've given you now 5 fragrances out of my collection that will help you hopefully in your niche journey, just because the whole purpose of this channel has been me documenting my fragrance journey. You've seen, if you go back to the very beginning, you see me working out of a tester of, I think it was YSL Elixir or something, and then starting off with some very basic things, some very, very starter things. And now it's grown to this. And now I'm really getting into another level of my collection, another level of my enthusiasm. And I'm trying to put my nose on as much as I can, but I also want to help you in your journey, help you get to where you want to go, wherever that may be. If you want to stay with the clones, the cover remixes, the Middle Eastern brands, and the inspired takes, cool, we're going to do that for you. But if you're looking to journey and move to designer and even move beyond into niche, stick with me. We're going to take this journey together. All right. That's it for this one. Do me the favor again, stay safe, stay sane, stay smelling good. And then of course, hit that like, hit that subscribe, request notification, share, meet me in the comments, hit that hype button, and then see me next time for my next video. Peace. Have a great one.